Plenty of people come into our offices in South Florida wanting to try to settle, to resolve the case before it's even filed. Of course, that would be the best situation. The problem with that is when you're dealing with a very difficult other person, a spouse, that doesn't want to give you anything that you're entitled to. When you're negotiating with somebody like that, they don't fight fair. They say that they want 90% of everything and they only want to give you 10%. That's just not right. That's not fair. You need to stand up to them. When you're going through a divorce and the process, sometimes you feel very alone. Once you had friends that were friends with your husband are now not your friends anymore. Be careful. Stay guarded. Don't share information with his friends or his family. You have to assume that they're going to go back and be what we call flying monkeys, aid him in his information search on you. Don't do it. As part of rediscovering yourself, you should not isolate yourself. You need to get back involved in all of the hobbies and the loves. Rekindle the loves. And I'm not talking with people. I'm talking with what you originally used to like to do in your life. You're in a marriage. It takes two people to keep that marriage alive and well. And at this point, because you're probably watching some of our videos, you know that there is something wrong. Yes, there is something wrong with him in this situation. Probably he's not changing. He's not reacting to your emotional needs. Also look at yourself as well. What have you done to perpetuate this situation? Why are you allowing this to happen? At our law firm, we provide a lot of resources and we essentially give you a life raft. Make sure you hold on to that life raft and swim. You probably are watching these videos because you think that something is wrong with you. There has been probably gaslighting in your relationship where everything has been placed on you because you're the wrongdoer. Don't believe it. That is not true. You need to make sure you take an inward reflection of yourself and also of your spouse so that you can see what truly is going on. Don't blame yourself entirely for the downfall of this. You know that feeling of just exhausted? You're exhausted. You feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster. There are ups and downs. You just had an argument with your spouse and they bring up the same things again the next day or two. Don't engage in this merry-go-round. It only serves to make you feel exhausted and depleted. You have feelings, you have wants, you have needs. You treat people the way that you want to be treated. The problem is the person that you're married to lacks that ability. They lack the ability to have empathy, to care about you, your needs, caring for other people. Recognize this, that this is a fault that they have and that probably will not be able to change. When you're in one of these type of relationships, these type of abusive relationships, if you make either threats or ultimatums and you do not carry through on those threats or ultimatums, they're going to view you as weak. Don't show weakness. Don't let them know your plan. We have people come into our offices in South Florida all the time and they want to file immediately. I say, whoa, I pump the brakes and I say, is this really the best thing for you to file immediately? You need to have a period of getting organized for the divorce and then filing the divorce. Recognize that this is not going to be a process that happens overnight. A good divorce case can be resolved usually in 6 months to a year. It's a marathon. It is not a sprint, especially if you are going to be getting what you deserve in the divorce case. By now, you've probably filed a divorce case and you're off to the races. You are paying good money for the advice of a lawyer and hopefully one that knows about narcissistic abuse. You are paying good money for that. Make sure you are understanding what you are being told. Do not neglect the advice from your attorney.